Hello students, I am Sunny sir from Mahdi English School. This video is for class 2, subject science. Let us read today's thought. Old ways won't open new doors. So this thought tells you that you have to do something new every day. If you want to open new doors, means if you want to get some new opportunities, if you want to achieve something new in your life that you have never achieved before, then you have to change your old methods. You don't have to do the same thing in the same way. I am not telling you to do different things. I am telling you to do the things differently. In short, if you are unable to do something, then try it to do in some other way. But don't leave that thing unless it is done. The content of today's video. Chapter number 3, Animals that Help Us. This is the lesson that is going to come in your FA2 exam. So today we have taken this lesson. Reading of the chapter from the textbook. As you all know that we have already learnt the lesson along with the notes which you have already written in the fair book, I suppose. So today we will read the lesson from the textbook. The textbook, there are two, as you all know, some of them have old and some of them have new. So today we will read the lesson from the textbook pages so that we can revise the lesson and there should be no doubts left afterwards. Revision of the chapter for the exam. So as I told you, for the upcoming exam, as you all know, you have science exam, FA2 exam on 26th of September. So for that, today we are revising this lesson. So you have to read along with the video and you have to learn the lesson. So let's start with chapter number 3, Animals that Help Us. Lesson number 3, Animals that Help Us. So as always, I will repeat the instruction before we begin with our reading, that you all should be sitting with your notebook, pencil and eraser, because this is a revision video for FA2 exam. So you have to sit with the rough book and pencil so that you can write down some important points, you can write down some important words which we come across. So see that you are writing and also reading along with me. It is unit number 2, Animal Life. The lessons which we are going to read for the revision are lesson 3 and 4, which are totally based on animal life. So you will learn about, what will you learn about in this particular lesson number 3? You will learn about domestic animals. Animals help us in many ways, and pets. What is the spelling over here? Also learn the difficult spellings. DOMESTIC, domestic animals. And animals help us in many ways. There are different ways that animals help us. Pets, PETS, pets. So we will learn about these 3 important points in the lesson. Now, before we begin, see what is given over here. The picture given below shows some of the animals in Mohan's farm. Write their names in the spaces given. So they have given the picture of some animals, say, let us say 4 animals. So you have to identify the names, you have to identify that animals which are there in Mohan's farm, and you have to write down the names of that animals. So I will show you the image, I will show you the pictures of that animals, and you have to write the names of that animals. So here is the image of that animals, as you can see on the screen. Here is the farm of Mohan and here you can see the animals. So let us identify the animals one by one. So where is number 1? Number 1 is written over here. Which animal is this? Can you identify this animal with the young one standing over here? This white color fur it has, and it has a very good and very thick skin. The young one of this animal is standing over here. These 2 I am talking about. So that is number 1 which we have to write over here. So I hope you have already got the answer. Which animal is this? It is a sheep. It is a sheep. And let us write the spelling over here. SHEEP, sheep. SHEEP, sheep. So you will write this number 1. You will give number 1. I hope you have written the heading of lesson number 3, and then in the new line give number 1 and write sheep. And this is the young one of the sheep. And what is it called? It is called a lamb. Sheep as a lamb. So both these you can count as sheep. Then number 2 is written over here. As you can see the blank space, number 2 is written over here. You have to identify this animal, the brown color animal which is running. Which animal is this in Mohan's farm? It has a tail. As you can see the black color tail. 4 legs it has. So can you recall the name of this animal? Yes, I think you have already got the name of this animal. It is a horse. So after writing number 1, in the new line you will write the name of this animal, HORSE, horse. It is a horse. Then number 3 is written over here, the blank space which is given over here. So here is the animal with the big head. You can see black and white color of this animal. Big eyes it has. 2 horns it has. So very common animal found in India. You can easily find this animal on roads. You cannot find horse and sheep anywhere on the road. But this is the animal which is commonly found in our country on the roads, and it is a holy animal. It also gives us milk, and it also helps us in many other ways. So the name of this animal is cow. COW, cow. So we'll write it over here in number 3. In your book you will write this in the new line after writing number 2. In the next line you will write COW, cow. COW, cow. This animal gives us milk and helps us in many other ways. Number 4 is written over here. The last one, let us identify which animal is this. The blank space over here, as you can see my arrow, and this animal is eating something. You see red color head it has, right? And you can see the legs, 2 legs over there. It is eating something. So which animal is that? Which animal is this? It also gives us egg, and we eat egg, we get lot of protein from that. So this animal is a hen. We'll write over here. Here is the spelling, HEN, hen. HEN, hen. Number 4 you will write in the new line after writing number 3. So write this in the new line. Now these are all the animals, and can you see a bowl? Here is the bowl of water. Because animals also need water, we must take care of the animal. Animals whichever are there in your surroundings, you have to take care of them. As I tell you in the beginning of the video, sometimes I have given you the instructions, if you remember, that animals are also to be taken care of. You must give them water, or you can keep the bowl of water outside. Whenever they need, they can come and drink, because they cannot speak, but they also feel thirsty just like we do. So it is our moral duty to take care of all these animals, because we get a lot of things from them. Now let us read the next 3 lines which are given over here. So it is written, there are different types of animals in the world. As we saw, these 4 different types of animals. So there are n number of animals in the world. So many types of animals are there in the world. Some animals live in forest. Some animals are kept at homes and farms. So different animals have different habitats. Means they live in different places. Like some of us have big houses, some of us live in flats, some of us live in cottage. So like same way, animals also have different homes. Some animals live in forest, like wild animals are there. Lion, tiger, etc. They live in forest. They cannot live in the homes with the people. And some animals are kept at homes and farms. Like these animals you can see, they are friendly. We can keep them in our farms or at homes. So there are different animals and they live in different homes. Let us learn more about them. So in this lesson we are going to learn about how animals live, what do they eat, etc. In short, the three important points that I told you, that is what our main agenda is. We are going to learn about domestic animals, how do they help us, and we are going to learn about pets. So now subheading you will give, you have to leave one line and you have to give the subheading, the new heading you will give domestic animals. Learn the spelling as well, DOMESTIC, 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 domestic animals. You already know the spelling of animals. So here you can see the animals which are put inside this. Inside the cage you can see. So let us learn what are domestic animals. Animals such as cows, horses, goats, sheep, ducks and hens can be tamed and kept at farms or homes. The animals that can be kept at farms or homes are called domestic animals. We make homes for some animals we keep. Now, what did we read? We read about domestic animals. So once again I will read. I am going to explain what are domestic animals. Please understand, because the MCQs, fill in the blanks, can be asked from the lesson as well. It is not compulsory that it is asked only from the exercises, but it can be asked from the revision also. So the video is important because it is revision based. Now, it is given that animals such as cows, horses, goats, sheep, ducks and hens can be tamed. Means the names of the animals that they have given, like cows, horses, etc. We can tame this animal. So see, the word is highlighted because the meaning is given over here. Tamed means an animal that has been trained to live with people. We can give training to these animals. They can live with us. They can live in our homes, or they can live in our farms, in our gardens, whatever we have outside. So we can tame that animals. So what is the meaning of the word tame? Means to give them training, to teach them how to live with us. That is called taming of these animals. We can tame all these animals, the names which are given over here. So if in case the question is asked, name the animals which can be tamed, give the names of any 2 animals or any 3 animals which can be tamed. So you have to give the names of these cows, horses, goats, sheep, ducks and hens. We can tame all these animals, we can teach them how to live, we can train these animals and we can keep them at farms or homes. Now you can see 3 different images over here, how animals are tamed and kept in the homes or in the farms. See, the first image you can see over here, these are hens. The hens are inside a coop. This thing what you see, the brown color, this brown color outer part where hens are kept inside, this is the home of hens. It is called a coop. So you have to write this in your notebook. Hens in a coop. Hens are kept in a coop. Please write this thing which I underline, because this is revision. As I told you, you have to write all the important points. Where are these hens kept? They are kept in a coop. Now what is coop? In easy words, if I tell you, coop is a cage. This is a cage where we can keep small animals or we can keep small birds such as chickens, rabbits, hens, etc. We can keep the animals and small birds inside this cage, and this cage is called a coop. COOP, coop. Then you can see the second image over here, horses in a stable. What can you see over here? Horses are kept in a stable. So write that also in your notebook. This is the second thing that you have to write. Horses in a stable. You can see two horses over here. They are kept in their homes. So I hope you have written this. Horses in a stable. The meaning of stable or stables, it is a building in which horses are kept. This is called a stable. It is a building or a place in which horses are kept. Stable is the home for horses. Then the third image, as you can see, cow in a shed. What is the third image? Write down the third one in your notebook. Cow is kept in a shade. Where do we keep cows? Cow is kept in a shade. S-H-E-D, shade. And what is the meaning of the word shed? It is a small building that is used for storing these animals. It is used for storing. You can also store things over there, such as garden tools, like a garden shed. And a shed is also the building where cows are kept. What is shed? It is a small place, or it is a small building where the cows are kept, or we can also keep the garden tools for storing the different things. Now, these are the three things that you have already written in your book. See, the first one we saw that domestic animals can be tamed. We can give them training. Which are the animals that can be tamed? Cows, horses, goats, etc. Hens are kept in a coop. Horses are kept in a stable. Cow is kept in a shade. So please write these points. I may ask in exam from these important points. Then the animals that can be kept at farms or homes are called domestic animals. Again, the animals that can be kept at farms or homes are called domestic animals. So this is the definition of domestic animals that you have to write down in your book. What are domestic animals? That is the question. Now the animals like cows, horses, hens, which we can keep at our homes or in our farms, that particular animals are called domestic animals. Also, you have to learn the spelling, because it may be asked in fill in the blanks or in give one word. domestic, domestic. domestic, domestic. These animals which we can keep with us, we can keep them at our homes or in our farms, that animals are called domestic animals. I hope you have understood the meaning. Then we make homes for some animals we keep. Now, as we have seen, three different homes for three different animals, so we can make homes for some animals that we keep. Like we can make coop for hens. If you want to keep hens in your farm, or if you want to keep hens inside with you at your homes, then you can make a coop for hens. You can make a stable for horses, but the stable cannot be made inside the homes. You have to make it outside. If you have a big space, if you have a big plot in your house, you can make a stable for horses if you want to tame them. Then you can also make a shed for cow if you have one or two cows. So you can tame that cow and you can make a shed for that cow. So that is given that we can make homes for animals we keep, and we should make their homes, because we also need homes, we need shelter. Same way, these animals also need shelter. Also, you have to write this word. Word help means the important word, it is tamed. An animal that has been trained to live with people. Some animals which we can give the training, they can live with us. That animals are called tamed animals. So this word is important and the definition is also important. Then let us continue reading what is given. Animals help us in many ways. So second important point, now you will leave one line and write animals help us in many ways. The first topic that we understood was domestic animals which we can keep at homes or farms. We also learnt a few examples of domestic animals and about their homes. But now we are learning the second important point of this lesson, how can animals help us? Because I had told you in the beginning that animals help us in many ways. So which are the different ways in which the animals help us? Let us learn about some of that ways. See, I will read it first, then we'll understand. We get milk from cows, goats, and buffaloes. We drink milk to grow strong and healthy. Milk is used to make things such as butter, cheese, ghee, and curd. These things are called milk products. Now, you can see the images over here, the three images which you can see of the things. Which are the three things which are shown on the screen? Over here you can see the milk, M-I-L-K, milk, right? Then you can see over here G-H-E-E, ghee. You can see the jar of ghee. You can see this, it is written over here G-H-E-E, ghee. Then the third one, B-U-T-T-E-R, butter. This is the image of butter. Now these three things are there. You have already consumed these three things. You have already eaten these three things. You know how it tastes is. But do you know where does it come from? How do we get milk? How do we get butter or ghee? We just go to the shop, we buy milk or we buy butter, ghee, whatever we need. But where does it actually come from? From where does it come into the shop? Who gets milk? Who brings butter to the shop? Have you ever thought this? Where does these things come from? We consume these items every day. We eat, we drink all these things. But we never think that who is giving all these things to us? Is the shopkeeper making all these things on his own? No, we get these things from animals. See the pictures of the animals which are given over here. Here is cow, goat, buffalo, the three animals which are shown. These animals give these things to us. So animals are very much important in our life, because without these animals we cannot get all these items which we require daily. We require milk almost daily. Ghee is also consumed almost daily. Butter is used sometimes for cooking some different items. But in short, these are our basic necessities. So, without animals, we will be helpless. We cannot get these items. So, we must take care of the animals. See, it is given over here. We get milk from cows, goats, and buffaloes. So, cow is there, goat, buffalo. These animals, they give us milk. Some people drink milk of cow, some people drink milk of buffalo. So it depends, whichever you like, but they do give us milk. So all these three are important. And not only these three, but all the animals are important, because they give us some or the other thing. So you have to remember, if I ask you the question in exam, where do we get milk from? Or in other words, which animals give us milk? So you should know the names of the three animals: cow, goat, buffalo. For that, you should also learn the correct spelling: C-O-W, cow, G-O-A-T, goat, B-U-F-F-A-L-O, buffalo. When it is asked in exam, you should be able to write the names of the animals which give us milk: cow, goat, and buffalo. Then it is given that we drink milk to grow strong and healthy. So why do we need milk? What is the use? What is the importance of drinking milk? We have learnt in lesson number 5, bones and muscles. Milk is important because milk makes our bones and muscles strong and it keeps us healthy. We will never fall sick if we drink milk every day. And there are so many other advantages of drinking milk. So here you have to remember from this lesson, if it is asked what is the importance of milk or why do we need milk, we need milk to grow strong and be healthy. Milk is used to make things such as butter, cheese, ghee and curd. So what are the milk products? See the names which are given: milk products, butter, cheese, ghee, etc. These are called milk products. What are they called? They are called milk products. See, I will underline that word for you. So if it is asked in exam, give the names of any two milk products. So you have to understand that you are being asked the things which are made out of milk. Which things can we prepare with milk? We can make butter, we can make ghee. For that you should also learn the spelling: butter, butter, ghee, ghee. And one more is given, that is cheese, cheese, cheese. So here I have underlined four things for you. You need to write only two if it is asked. Butter, see the spelling: butter, butter, cheese, cheese, ghee, ghee, curd, curd. Curd is also something that we need daily. So these are the four items that we make from milk, and so they are called milk products. Milk products means the things which we make from milk, and that's why the name is given milk products. So this is how animals help us, because without these animals we would not get milk, and without milk we would not get all these different items that are shown over here. Then one more important thing that we get from animals. Which are that things? See, we get eggs. Where do we get eggs from? Because eggs are the item, it is the item that is consumed daily by a number of people. So we get eggs from birds such as hens and ducks. So the question may be asked that where do we get eggs from? So you should know the names of these two, hens and ducks. Please write this line in your notebook. Where do we get eggs from? We get eggs from birds such as hens and ducks. Hen, hen, duck, duck, hen, duck. And here is the image of the eggs. You can see half a dozen, 6 eggs are there. eggs, eggs, eggs. So we get eggs from birds such as hens and ducks. So you eat eggs, you eat boiled eggs, or you can also make some other items with these eggs. But have you ever thought that where do these eggs come from? They come from these birds. So we should also take care of these birds because they give us eggs. So what did we learn today? We learned about the animals that help us. See, in lesson number 3, animals that help us, we learned about domestic animals. First of all, we identified these 4 animals in the picture which is given over here. Which are they? Number 1, sheep. Number 2, horse. Number 3, cow. Number 4, hen. We saw that animals, there are different types of animals in the world. Some live in forest and some are kept at homes or farms. Then we saw domestic animals such as cows, horses and hens which are kept in their homes. Hens are kept in a coop, horses are kept in a stable, cow is kept in a shade. So these are the names of different domestic animals. In the next video, we shall continue with this lesson's revision. Please don't miss any video because this is the time of revision for a few days because your exams are coming up. Please revise your lessons. Please watch all the videos regularly and take care of yourselves. the most important thing is cleanliness. Please maintain cleanliness in your surroundings. It is very much important. If you want to be healthy, cleanliness is the first and the most important thing that you have to take care of. Thank you all of you for watching my video. Have a nice day.